Let me come to Mr. P2B. This season election has run full circle for him at that level. Now he has an army of dedicated obedience regardless, and the Labour Party on the other hand. What is expected of him, believing that this certainly isn't the end for him? I would say that this isn't even the beginning of the end for him, but could modestly say that this is almost the end of the beginning for him. What are the expectations from Mr. P2B as we look forward?
This is very, very important, I believe. Mr. P2B, I can understand, is a man of integrity and great humility. And he may not want to jump the gun and take over the responsibility of the party structure by organizing this and organizing that. But I think that he has such a moral, such a big moral authority that he can go behind the scenes and urge the party to do something. He cannot. Moreover, well, he is a voice right now recognized of an alternative view and approach to government in Nigeria. My own view is that the PDP and the APC are basically sharing the same ideology. They are just people in different camps fighting, protecting the same interest, the interest of the elite. And it is only the Labour Party, only Mr. P2B as of today, that stands to speak for the masses. If you look at the present government, all they have done, appoint people, share this, share that. There has been no single action taken to bridge that gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria, or even to empower the poor. I have told you before, when you talk of productivity, from my own philosophy, it is impossible for an illiterate and unskilled population who have no technological skills to engage in productivity in a way that can compete with the developed nations of the world. So we have not started. And this present government has not shown any interest in cultivating the kind of population that can be productive. They have not shown that interest. I think that Mr. P2B has a very big task in coming out on regular basis. And I would recommend scheduled public occasions. Scheduled. Where people will say, P2B is going to speak today. They will listen. Because he's the only voice for today that can speak for the masses. In those days, we have the national secretary, the national organizing secretary, the national this, national that. We don't have that at the Labour Party. We're not hearing of anybody. Nobody is talking anything to anybody. So it is really a great demand that we're making on Mr. P2B, not to think that he is stepping on the functions of the party, but to know that the masses are looking up to him, to hear from him on a regular basis, on issues. On issues. And I also want to take this opportunity to call on the National Caucus of the Labour Party in the National Assembly. They must be able to speak out on national issues on a regular basis, if possible, weekly. So that the followers, those who have shown interest and made sacrifices for a greater Nigeria, should not be discouraged totally. That's my plea to Mr. P2B.
Well, it's always an interesting atmosphere having this interaction with you, Pa Chris Biose. Immeasurable thanks for giving us your time. And let's do this.
I really appreciate you. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you very much.